How's it going, everyone? Today we are going to be checking out Adolescence on Netflix. This is a 4-episode series, very short series that we're going to be just watching all the way through. We're going to do one video for each episode, so this will just be episode 1. I'm really intrigued by this series. I haven't really heard anything about the story. The first time I heard about this was in the context of the way it's filmed, the cinematography. Apparently all the episodes are like one shots, so like they are just one shot from beginning to end, and the camera just kind of like moves through. And I think that sounds super intriguing. I really want to see how they go about doing that. I really love other things that I've seen that do that kind of thing. Things that come off the top of my mind, like Birdman or 1917. 1917 is actually one of my favorite movies of all time. It's definitely my favorite war movie of all time. And in that one, I really love the one shot feel to it. I know it's, for that one, I'm pretty sure it's not actually one shot. I think there are a lot of ways that they like hide cuts in that movie, but it's made to look like one shot. Whereas this one, I'm pretty sure from what I've seen, it is all one shot for every episode. And you can let me know if I'm right about that. I think that's correct. I'm pretty sure that each of these episodes is actually one camera shot without any like cuts that are like hidden or anything, as opposed to like 1917, which does have hidden cuts. And 1917 is like one that I just think that format just really lends itself well to the story, because you're like following the characters in real time. Like that is one of the most interesting things about that type of filming, is that you get to just see everything that's happening as it's happening. And like, so each of these episodes, I'm assuming it's just like an hour of time that is happening in these characters' lives. And yeah, I don't really know what the story is. I honestly have no idea what even genre this is, what Adolescence is. I'm assuming it's like a drama kind of thing, but I really don't know anything about the story. I don't know anything about if there's any other genre elements to it, but I'm really excited to give it a shot. I've heard a lot of really good things about it. Other than just the filmmaking, I've heard that it's really good. I've seen it get really good reviews, so I'm really excited to check it out. If you are interested in full-length reactions, you can watch the full-length reaction to this episode and all of the other episodes. By the time you see this on YouTube, all of the episodes of this will be on my Patreon. The full-length watch-alongs will be available. So if that is something that you're interested in, you can go check that out there. Day 1. Okay. I wonder if each episode is a day, then?
Morning, Dad. Get out the day of school, please.
I already really like this. Having the characters move in the scene, new framing. Don't let them stay in one spot, let them stand in one spot for too long, so the framing changes.
Do you want to hear this? Come on. Time is it? 6 a.m. that commitment. What are you going to reply?
Well, she'll sort it. He'll go.
Disgusting. Fucking disgusting.
I'm so sorry.
Vile. Oh, I can really smell that.
Oh, God. Okay, so his kid doesn't want to go to school, maybe? Pretending to be sick?
Bravo Delta 50 to Bravo Delta 60. Are you ready to roll up? Yeah.
Changing the framing as often as possible. When there's a conversation happening, stick inside the car like that to like really emphasize their conversation, and then just keep the camera moving. Who needs cuts when you keep the camera moving like this? Oh. Okay, so this is not something minor, I assume.
Police! Get down on the floor! What's going on? I haven't done anything. Look, you've got the wrong house, I'm telling you.
They just ran right past him.
Police, suspect found. Show me hands. Get your hands in the air. Get your hands in the fucking air so I can see him now.
Suspect? The kid's the suspect?
Jamie Miller. The time is 6:15 a.m. and I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You do not have to say anything.
Oh my God.
Mr. Miller! One question, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may...
I can't even imagine how stressful this would be. Okay, so this is like a crime show. I didn't realize. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
I need to get your dad.
Yes, please.
Don't move. Mr. Miller, you need to come upstairs. He's had an accident.
This poor family. I mean, I don't know if this kid has actually done something. They obviously have reason to suspect him. But regardless, you know, poor family having to deal with this. So I guess we'll see.
We're just gonna have to wait until we leave, Mr. Miller. You can follow after.
Go get your mum. You okay? Go and get your mum. There's nothing in there, love. There's nothing in there.
They're gonna search everything, man.
What are you wrecking me house? What are you?
Yeah, they're gonna search everything.
Explain to your wife, your son, he's been arrested on suspicion of murder, right?
He couldn't.
Take him to the station for questioning. You can follow us there.
At least they're finally like explaining to them
You might be entitled to compensation.
what they're even doing.
I hope you're happy with yourselves. Jay, it's all right, lad.
Wow.
Jay.
Oh wow. That camera movement being outside and then coming into the van and then to this shot. Really good shot. Really cool. Really cool camera movement there.
Jamie, I know it's hard. You need to calm down, okay?
I don't know if that's gonna happen, man.
Just calm yourself.
Either you're abducting an innocent kid or he's literally murdered someone and he's freaking out. Like, I don't think he's gonna calm down anytime soon.
I haven't done anything. I haven't.
Hey.
I've not.
We'll get into that conversation when we get to the station, okay?
I'm just so intrigued to see what their evidence is, what happened. Just jumping straight into this like this, it's like crazy because like we don't know any context. We don't know any context of anything that's happened up to this point. So we as the audience don't have any idea whether he's actually done something or not.
Or you can even have one of your parents. It'll just be for your searches, bloods.
My immediate feeling is to feel bad for this kid. Like that's what I'm feeling right now is like bad. Like I just feel bad for this kid, but I don't know. Like, did he really do something? I don't know. He was just thinking about his son. This has got to be hard to do. I mean, we're getting a nice moment here to just circle around between these three and see each of their like facial expressions, how they're handling things. Because we're not planning on cutting anywhere, so we just have to linger here as they drive to the station, I guess. Just got the whole car ride. It's gotta be surreal for him,
Sarge, this is Jamie Miller.
whether he did it or not.
It's Jamie Edward Miller.
And have you had your rights explained to you, Jamie?
What?
Did the officer...
Distracted,
that you don't...
understandably.
Yeah, I'd like my dad, please.
Are you sure? You can have a think about that if you
I
want.
want my dad's, please.
You had your breakfast, son?
No.
Okay.
He was still in bed.
31, authorising your
It's
detention.
6:31 in the morning. He was still in bed.
You understood all that, son?
Yeah.
Okay, good lad. Then we can fetch you some breakfast. I think we've got some cornflakes.
There's his parents.
Is that okay, Jamie?
Right behind him.
Cornflakes are okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you've had your breakfast, Jamie, a nurse will be brought.
I don't think he really cares about cornflakes right now.
Yeah.
I like when how the music is like fading up and the dialogue's just fading down. We're just focusing on him. They did that in the car. They're doing it here. Change up what's happening on screen and without cutting. Just another technique, I guess. Change the music, change the dialogue, and focus on something. That's a lot for any young kid to deal with. Okay, who has been murdered? And like, how old are they? Why do they think he did it? Intrigued to find out all these answers.
Mr. and Mrs. Miller. How's it going?
Brilliant, yeah?
Look, I understand this must be a hard time for you. Jamie's asked for a solicitor. Is there a family one that you guys have?
No, that's well, no.
Okay, well, we can provide one.
Yeah, but free normally means no good, though, doesn't it?
Mr. Miller, look, I completely understand your concerns, but in my experience, they're very competent solicitors, sir.
There's some very good public defenders. I mean,
Okay, go on, man.
depends on who you get, I guess.
You were meant to treat me on the floor, treat my daughter on the floor. I'm okay.
Oh, they didn't do that. You are well within your rights to make a complaint, okay? Would you like me to get someone to come in there?
That is what they did, Mum.
Last thing,
I really like his demeanor a lot.
to do it, but Jamie has asked whether you'll be his appropriate adult.
Why did he pick you? He's not good with needles. He won't.
He'll be fine.
It's all right.
He'll be fine.
She's just very stressed.
Okay?
No, and I told you, you've got it wrong, mate. He hasn't done anything. He said nothing to us.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
So like crime dramas, crime thrillers is like one of my favorite genres. So I'm like even more into this than I thought it would be.
Texting Susie to make sure our house is okay. We haven't got a door anymore, if you remember.
Very true. Is that normal operating procedure? I don't know. Would they usually bust down a door instead of knocking and say they have a warrant for the arrest? Or I guess if someone's suspected of murder, but I don't know.
Mum, what's going to happen? It's all right, love. It's just a mistake.
Not long, Mr. Miller, all right.
Following a new character. Oh, these like camera transitions are just fantastic. Just like focusing on the little scenes that happen, conversations, and then move it straight through to the next thing. I love this kind of stuff so much. I love the one camera movement stuff. This is so cool. Just thinking about the logistics, the rehearsal that had to go into this for both the actors and the cameramen.
Have you had anything from upstairs yet?
Just comms wanting to know what to release and when. Worried about the dad?
The dad?
I had this old case once, right? Young boy, put it this way. It took us months before we realised what the dad was doing to him, so...
I don't see it, mate. I don't.
I feel like you probably shouldn't jump to that conclusion right away. I mean, have your suspicions, sure, but don't jump to that conclusion. I mean, the fact that brought that up and he said that makes me worried the show is going to go there.
All right, well, can we get into his phone?
Nope, it's locked.
Can we ask him for a code?
Not until after the assessment, we can't, no.
Want to go through the plan again?
I mean, we could. But honestly, I think we could.
Please do. I want to hear it. Is that the same apple he was eating earlier?
Oh, hello. Nice of you to join us.
You're fucking joking, mate. Do you know what time it is? No.
Evan, I don't know what you're asking me, mate.
Okay.
Well, he's been accused of murdering someone with a kitchen knife.
Oh.
So where are we going to put him then?
Kitchen knife and everything. Oh, okay. Do they have the kitchen knife? Is that what they were looking for back at the house?
Anyway, did Adam go in? I mean, is he going in? No, I've told Misha he only texts me because he knows I'm the soft toucher. Yeah, she sure did.
Sir, got it.
Good, good.
He keeps talking about his son, and my mind keeps going to like, is his son going to come into play at some point other than just being on the phone or just him talking about him? Or is it just like we're seeing him talk about his son so much because, you know, this is a little boy and, you know, he understands, like he has a son, so he understands.
Can you explain to me what being under arrest means?
Means being here.
You have another go at that?
Answer the question, lad.
Means the police think I've done something and they'll have me locked up until they know whoever I have.
I was like, and being in that stressful situation, I don't know how I would answer that. That's a weird question.
You got any questions for me?
No, I don't think so.
Need to eat something.
I mean, that's probably true. He probably does need to eat something, but I don't know. Can't imagine he cares that much about eating right now. I'm not sure Dad knows how to comfort him. It's probably just really hard seeing your son in that situation.
Mr. Miller, do you want to follow me back to the family room?
That comment from the police officer upstairs, like, is like making me think uncharitable things, but like, he's really stressed. I mean, this is a bad situation. He's seeing his son in the situation. I don't want to think bad things about the dad yet.
I hate juvenile cases, mate.
No one likes him. Morning.
Jamie Miller.
All right.
Public solicitor speaking to the parents first.
Yeah, do you want to take a seat? We'll run through a few things. I'll be briefed by the arresting officers as to the particulars of the case, and I'll also catch up with what's been going on since Jamie's arrest. Okay.
Wreck the house.
When a violent death's taken place, that's sometimes the name of the game. The question is whether or not that was proportionate, and that we'll look at that later.
After you've seen him then, to be honest with you, he's not looking too good.
I don't blame him. Neither would I. You can see the shock that's happened here, and it's totally understandable. I'm going to go get myself briefed. If you can hang tight for me, and someone will be along with you shortly.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't know. I don't think he even really knows what he's walked into. I mean, he's just been assigned. I mean, he's got to find out more. Hopefully that means we're going to find out more with him, maybe? I would like some details.
Morning.
Paul, incident took place at 10:13 p.m. last night. Arrest approximately 25 minutes ago.
Heard you made a mess of the house.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, murder. Okay, so I'm assuming you're going after possession and threatening as well, then?
Yep.
Can I know anything about the victim?
Oh, you will do. We're still looking for the relatives, their dad.
Okay.
Oh, the victim's dad.
He's had the opportunity to eat.
Assessed?
Yeah, she passed him fit.
Seems very routine for these two. Oh, for all three of them, actually. Seems very routine. They all know what they're doing.
Anything else I need to know?
Nothing we're going to tell you now, mate.
When was the victim pronounced?
At the scene, multiple wounds. It's in there.
What is that all I'm getting?
Yep. So what are you going to get, mate?
All right, okay, samples first, but then a chat. I want to have a look at this.
That's all we're gonna get.
Don't be so excited.
I'm not excited.
He's just doing his job.
I just need 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Guess not. I would have liked to see that conversation. But I understand. I'm totally on board with the show, just showing me whatever it wants to show me, whenever it wants to show it to me. I'm quite content to just be along for the ride. And this does feel like a ride. It feels like you're on a ride along with the camera, just like following everything as it happens. Very cool and very unique way to feel when you're watching something.
Let's get you over on this chair here, shall we, facing that camera on the wall, just to take some photos.
Jamie, very quickly, my name's Paul Barlow. I'm from a solicitor firm called Story in French, and I'll be advising you today, okay?
Lovely. And your middle finger. Left thumb.
This kid is doing a great job. The actor playing him.
Finger.
We're focusing so much on his face and all his
And your middle finger.
facial expressions while things are happening to him and around him.
And your ring finger.
And he's just doing a really good job.
We need your passcode, just so we can access your phone, if that's okay.
There's no need to give them that, Jamie. No.
It's interesting that he doesn't have to give it to them.
Just look at me, lads, yeah?
Looking at your dad. Put yourself on there for me.
I just noticed that the dad is like the same height as his son. It's like right on the eye level.
I'm gonna have to ask you to take your clothes off.
I just noticed he has a shirt that says Miller Plumbing. So I guess he's a plumber.
Conduct a strip search.
I'm pretty sure he's Eddie Miller.
I'm not too sure about this, mate.
But there is a chance that he may have concealed things on or around his body.
How would you have felt if you were 13 and you had two grown men looking at your bits?
I wasn't accused of a crime.
That's it, though, mate. Accused. He hasn't been found guilty. He's been accused. I don't know you from Adam, mate.
Mr. Miller, we
You know what I mean?
we
That's
really
my
do
little
need
boy.
to
He's 13.
cooperate with this.
Like I said, he's 13. He's 13.
Passcodes we can tell
Part
them.
of
no
the
list
story.
of
Procedure, Mr. Miller.
Dad is very understandably getting worked up. So far, I completely understand what he's feeling and what he's saying. I appreciate him standing up for his son like that. You definitely tell it's affecting him in some type of way.
Side.
It's kind of like a stylistic kind of thing. They're like really focusing on a character's face while other things are happening, or while they're watching other things happening, or something is happening around them. They're really focusing on one face, so we can really see their expressions. Really
Your arms down now.
giving the actor a chance to really shine, and he's doing a great job.
And to make sure that there's no defensive wounds on your scrotum.
I really feel his emotion right now.
I'll ask you to pop these clothes on for me, and then we'll pop yours just in this bag here.
I was wondering if they were going to make him change into something.
What are they for, mate? What are you going to do with them?
To be used as evidence, Mr. Miller.
Thank you.
Of course, yeah. No problem.
The indescribable urge to say thank you to people for no reason.
What's your favourite subject in school, Jamie?
Why does that matter?
Just humour me.
History.
Why?
I like the stories.
All right, I'm not here to
Well.
ask you whether or not you did or didn't do it, Jamie.
I
He
didn't.
didn't do it.
And the police, they're trying to find out what happened last night, but they're not here to protect you. They
Last night.
do something, and that's why we're here. All right?
They really locked on him quick. If it happened last night,
No comment. All right, that's it. Just no comment. All right? Do you think you can decipher between questions you should answer and questions you shouldn't answer? Is your name Jamie?
Yeah.
And where were you last night, Jamie?
No comment.
That's it. That's it.
you got it.
Whenever you're unsure.
You got it.
And your dad can also speak up whenever he chooses. All right? Oh, yeah, of course you can. Yeah, yeah.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Well, that makes it easy then, doesn't it? Right, I'll be back in a second.
They must have a lot of evidence to literally the next morning pull a kid out of his bed, out of his home, arrest him. They must have a lot.
I haven't got a clue what I'm doing here. I don't. What do we say?
Just don't answer for him, all right? It's okay to be human.
I mean, this isn't normal, do you know what I mean? No.
God, this is gonna be so surreal and so weird.
I just don't want to get it wrong for me lad, you know what I mean?
You'll be fine.
I'm shitting myself. He's a good kid, yeah?
Here we are now, and we've this to deal with, okay? And I think the police have some pretty compelling evidence. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to ask for blood. They wouldn't have been able to make the entrance that they did. Now, I
Yeah,
don't know what the
exactly.
evidence is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to become clear to us very soon. Suck it up, okay? Look, they're shaping up for
It's
the-
one way to put it, I guess. I just
Everything. Can you sit with him? You all right?
totally understand. I really like the solicitor so far. He seems good. Seems to be doing his best.
Look at me. I'm gonna ask you once, okay? No matter what's happened, no matter what you've done or you haven't done, I want you to tell me the truth.
Oh, I hope he does.
Did you do it?
No.
Promise.
Promise.
I don't know if I can believe him.
Okay.
Don't know if I can believe him.
Okay, they're ready.
Yeah, okay, so wait.
I understand him needing to ask that. Like, I'm gonna ask this once. Tell me just tell me. And I won't ask you again. Just, you know,
Just before we go in, Jamie.
I think that's really fair.
Hey, Jamie. Maybe sit down there. Just let everyone know this interview will be recorded.
Okay, are we going over everything?
Is that okay, Jamie?
Or at least
Okay.
some of it, hopefully?
Start the recording now. First of all, I'm going to start with reminding you of your rights, Jamie. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to start off with asking you what you did last night, Jamie. It wasn't that long ago.
No comment.
What did you do?
No comment.
No comment.
I've been reading your school reports.
Why?
Oh, really?
I got your teachers to send them over. You want to take your A-levels?
I don't know what A-levels means. I've definitely heard that in
Problems with your
media from the UK before, but I don't
last year?
really understand what it is. I know it's a test of some sort.
Do you have good friends, Jamie?
Yeah.
Okay, who are your good friends?
No comment.
Oh, you won't get them into trouble.
He's picking up on the no comment thing.
You battered my door down this morning, so I'm not sure you can say that.
Hey, look,
He's got a
I'm going
point.
to ask you about romantic relationships. I noticed on your Instagram that you reposted a picture of this model.
13-year-old kid with an Instagram. I guess it's
Pictures.
probably common.
You also posted a picture of this woman.
He's posting pictures of women on his Instagram. His parents aren't monitoring what he's posting on Instagram at 13.
There's a series of comments and innuendos, which seem pretty aggressive from
Oh,
you. Now, how do you feel about women, Jamie?
What kind of a question is that?
And are these the type of women you're attracted to? Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Where were these pictures taken? Who are these boys? I understand you don't want to get them into trouble. I get it. But they're not going to be in trouble, man.
and I guess as long as they had nothing to do with it, but at this point, who knows?
That's Tommy. That's Ryan.
Okay. What do you guys like to do together? What's fun for you?
I don't know.
Were you hanging out with them last night?
No comment.
No comment.
What time did you get home? All right, may I ask you what you were wearing last night?
I don't remember.
Well, our scene of crime officers didn't manage to find any of your clothes from last night, but
Okay.
I think they've managed to find your trainers. You own a pair of Nike Air Max in white and blue.
Yeah.
Were you wearing them last night?
That might have been a no comment moment.
I don't know, maybe.
This might be a no comment moment. I don't. Okay, so they found his shoes.
Do you know a girl called Katie Leonard? There she is.
Is this the victim?
Yeah. English.
Was it a girl his own age?
Do you two get on?
Yeah.
Yeah? Describe each other as friends then. She occasionally comments on your Instagram post, doesn't she? So, you know, it's probably a sign that you were like friends, right?
You were
Do you
like
think
friends.
Other people would describe you two as friends.
What is she who's dead then?
Why would you ask that?
Because you're showing a picture of her and
yeah.
asking about her.
She is. And we think you know that. So it's really clever of you to ask the question if that is the case, don't you think?
Careful, dear Bascom.
That's a perfectly reasonable question to ask
All right. You seem prepared to talk about your...
in his mindset. I mean,
We knew each other at school, but
I am quite disturbed about the idea of him having aggressive comments on his Instagram, posting models on his Instagram.
Was there anything that could be described as sexual between you two?
No, he's 13 years of age.
Was it her you were going to see last night, Jamie? Did you go and see her?
no.
See, her parents have told us that she left the house at 8:30 p.m.
Her body was found at Crowther's car park just past 10:30 p.m. It was confirmed that she was killed less than an hour before. Where were you at that time?
No comment.
His parents didn't know where he was?
I've been in for 10 minutes when you lot kicked me door in.
And you're not in.
Oh.
Did you kill her, Jamie?
No.
You didn't kill her?
Just coming right out
No.
and asking.
You've got me confused with someone else.
Do you know how many times she was stabbed, Jamie?
7 times.
Oh, God.
It's neck, thigh, arm.
Jesus.
You do know what CCTV is, don't you, Jamie?
Oh, no.
Hang on. So I think that would be a good opportunity for us to take a break.
We're taking a break.
Jay, you all right?
Right before the
I really think that we should. I'd insist.
the big thing I'm sure that they have, which is probably him on camera or something.
So, go on. So he's going to tell you?
So I guess we're not taking a break.
Okay. Okay, so...
I feel like you should listen to the lawyer, maybe.
CCTV images of you and Katie from last night, okay?
There it is, yeah. They have images.
We can tell it's you, we can see your jumper, your jeans, the Nike Air Max we just discussed. These are your 2 friends, Tommy and we think Ryan.
Oh, Tommy and Ryan are there.
With them, got you here, passing the library, 9:17 p.m.
He's just wandering around.
Katie pops up.
Parents don't,
You see, we don't see when you spotted
I don't know,
but we do see you following her.
check in at all or anything.
Why were you following her, Jamie?
Maybe that's normal. I don't know.
Answer the question, son.
PM, you can clearly see that here. Everyone
Dad's not helping.
So you were following her. I ask you again, why were you following her?
I wasn't.
Did she know that you were following her? It's not just gonna go away. You're gonna have to say it sooner or later.
I haven't done anything wrong.
I'm now going to play you some footage. This is of you and Katie from the car park last night where a confrontation happened, okay?
They have footage of them having an argument. That really does not look good. That is very bad. Jesus. Jesus, kid. Ugh. His dad's looking at him like, what the do I know my son? Like, what the hell?
How did you get home without anyone seeing you, Jamie? We didn't see when it happened, but we know it happened. There will be blood on those trainers, Jamie. And with this tape as evidence, it's not looking good.
Yeah, it looks really bad. I mean, even just hitting her like that looks really bad. The Instagram comments.
Why would you do something like this? Jamie, do you want to explain? You want to say sorry to Katie's mum, who I had to talk to just past midnight last night while she was sobbing on the floor because her daughter is gone.
Yeah, we just kind of jumped right into this whole situation. I mean, he had to do a lot before that moment when the episode started.
I'll give you 2 a minute.
Jamie is going to have to come up with some answers pretty soon. I mean, this looks really bad for him. Eddie's starting to wonder, I think, whether something really did happen past what he just saw. Did his son really do that?
What have you done?
Clearly, you've done something. I mean, you did something. I don't know. Yeah, wow. Wow. What a way to end that. Okay, well, that was the first episode of Adolescence. And wow, so I did not realize that this was like like following a crime kind of story. I didn't realize that was going to be what this was, and I'm really, really interested now. I was like super intrigued just by like the idea of like the one take and stuff, and yeah, that like really held my attention for a long time, and honestly, it really held my attention throughout the whole episode. But I mean, having 4 hours worth of content, 4 episodes, and like that can't be the only thing that's just like holding your attention, obviously. So like having this really compelling story, I'm really glad that it has that. I mean, I had no idea going in what the story would be, and it's really compelling so far. My thoughts, I think every actor is doing an incredible job. The amount of rehearsal that they had to do probably to put this on, it's like enacting a play in 3D space, and having a cameraman follow you, and like you always have to be on. Like whenever, as soon as you come into the frame, like the camera's just on the whole time. And you come into frame, you have to be on, you have to be the character, and you have to know when the camera's going to focus on you, because that's when you like really show what you're feeling in that moment. So I thought that was all really great. I really, really appreciated all of the actors' performances in this. The story getting to the point where we are now has definitely been a little bit of a slow burn. Like you are like just being slowly fed more about the situation as it goes on. Like you start with this police officer and his partner, and you would have no idea what they're about to get into. They break in to this family's house and arrest a 13-year-old kid. Like I thought they were going to go for the dad. Like my immediate thought was like the dad was like saying, I haven't done anything, but they like ran straight past him and they found the kid. And I guess it makes sense. I noticed that the very first thing that they show is like pictures of him, like old pictures of him, like snapshots of him. And so when I saw him in the bedroom and they're like, oh, we found the suspect, I was like, oh, okay, so that's this kid. So I'm really torn about what to think. I mean, there are several ways that a story like this can go. I've read a lot of like crime books, like murder mysteries, and watched a lot of TV shows like this with like stories like this. And there's a lot of different ways that this could go. I'm wondering, he's very adamant about the fact that he didn't do it, but of course he would be. And so far, all we've seen is him say he hasn't done anything, but we did see him with the girl, with Katie, on that CCTV footage, beating her up basically. And I find it really alarming. That footage is really alarming, but it's also really alarming. It wasn't super focused on. I thought they were going to focus on it a little bit more. I'm assuming we'll see more of that going forward. The Instagram comments, that's something that really alarmed me. Him saying, Bascombe saying that in his Instagram comments, they're very like aggressive towards these like models that Jamie's like posting on his Instagram. And he's posting these models. There's like these aggressive comments in the Instagram comments. And the officer asked him if like what was his opinion towards women. So clearly something's going on there. And there's clearly something going on with him and Katie. And I'm starting to worry about what that is. Is this like a story where he is being kind of manipulated or like brainwashed into thinking negative things towards women? Is he, there's a lot of that going around lately on the internet, and there's a lot of really bad influences on the internet. And if parents aren't keeping an eye on what their kids are doing on the internet, their kids and their teenagers, what they're doing on the internet, then they're gonna get influenced by these people online who they really should not be influenced by. And I've heard of that before. I've seen a lot of things like online of like teachers talking about the kids they teach being influenced by like people like Andrew Tate and other really bad influences online. And anyway, that's just to say I'm a little bit worried about that. Bringing up the internet, his internet usage and his Instagram usage and things he's doing really gave me that vibe. And then going to that, seeing him go after Katie, like run after her and like start pummeling on her, and the way he was answering the questions that they were asking about his relationship to her, and they were just a little bit, very, very concerning. I'm wondering if the story will go in the direction that he did do all that stuff. Obviously, we had the footage of it. He did do all that stuff. He has these issues, but maybe he didn't actually do the murder part. Maybe someone else did the murder, and he's just kind of being framed, or he was in the wrong place, wrong time, or something like that. Or maybe he did do it, and it's just very straightforward. Like it's a straightforward look at he did it, and this is like why. And maybe we're going to explore why in the next few episodes. I think his dad, which is one of the characters we're seeing the most of right now, we've seen a little bit of his mom, a little bit of his sister, but mostly of his dad. And his dad is a really interesting character. Clearly, he is not there all the time. He was gone overnight doing a shift, assuming that he had Miller Plumbing on his on his shirt, so I'm guessing he's a plumber. And he was seemingly out doing work for the entire night. He said he had only been there 10 minutes up until the police came and bashed on their door. So I'm a little bit wondering about him and like, did he have any involvement? But he seems really, really upset. And like, he seemed like he just like was so adamant about like his son didn't do this. And then he had to ask the question once, like, did you do this? And then Jamie didn't tell him anything. And now he's found out Jamie did all this stuff and was possibly stalking her, had this confrontation with her, beat up on her. And I think he's starting to see maybe his son in a different light. That last shot was really interesting. That like hold on them too. First, Eddie, his dad, like looked away from Jamie and like wouldn't look at him and was like crying and we didn't want to be touched. But then he switched and went to hug Jamie. And that ending shot of them hugging each other was really powerful and really, yeah, I'm very curious to see where this goes and what we're going to see next. Now, what I am wondering is, so I was thinking originally when I first started that the entirety of these episodes, like each episode would be its own one shot. And so like each episode would be like its own contained one shot. And now I'm wondering, like, I wonder if they're going to pick off right where they left off. Like, are we going to start with that shot in the next episode and then keep on going from there? Or are we going to go to something else? Are we ever going to see the night of the murder? Like in a show like this where they're just doing one shot throughout the whole episode and potentially throughout all 4 episodes, just back to back. I wonder if we're ever even going to see what actually happened or not. Or like if it's going to end up being the kind of thing where it's like up in the air, whether it actually happened the way the police say it, or if it actually happened the way Jamie said it. I wonder if we're actually going to get like a definitive answer because of just the nature of the way it's being filmed. Like, can they even show us what happened? Yeah. So those are all my thoughts, I think, for now. If I have any additional thoughts, I will say them at the beginning of next episode. But I'm going to take a little bit of a break now, and then I'll probably dive into this next episode a little bit later. But like I said earlier, by the time you see this on YouTube, all 4 episodes of this will already be on my Patreon for you to watch the full-length watch-alongs if you're interested in that. That's my preferred way of watching reaction-style content. I love watching full watch-alongs. Just have your own copy and sync it up to the full watch-along. But yeah, I really appreciate you checking this video out. I hope that you like this reaction. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Let me know if there's anything in this episode in particular that I didn't pick up on or that I missed, or that I read the wrong way. Totally interested in hearing all of your opinions and feedback. I would love to hear what your thoughts were so far after that first episode and like what you were thinking. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next episode of Adolescence.